I'm Mike Morano reporting for DamonWildcats.com and joined right now by our head men's and women's tennis coach, Stephen Beatty. Bringing you the second of our weekly video series here, giving you the inside information on our men's and women's tennis programs this week. Coach, looking back this past weekend, you guys hosted a great event, the Damon Invitational Tournament, including your two teams, 16 collegiate teams here participating in tournament play. Like I said, a great event, and we'll start with the men. Men making their season debut, and freshman Tim George goes out in his collegiate debut and wins his singles draw. What'd you see from Tim?
Yeah, Tim was very impressive in his first matches for us at Damon. He beat two Division I players, played from Colgate, played from Niagara in the final, and it was very impressive. Like, it really didn't have any nerves, it looked like, and did really, really well for us.
His countryman, fellow German Fabian Wild, also did very well on the singles side. Fabian went to the final of his singles draw, and then the two of them pairing together advanced to the final of their doubles draw as well.
Yeah, Fabian had a great year for his freshman last year. Towards the end, he did really, really well, and he's now continued that, start this fall. And them together, both being from Germany, I think really helped him being a freshman and coming in, and, they did well together as well.
Yeah, Fabian with 10 singles wins last year in his freshman season. And one of the things I noticed with your doubles pairings on the men's side, as we said, you had Tim and Fabian together. They're both from Germany. You had a couple of Spanish speakers paired together as well with Ricardo Ruiz and Pablo Martinez. When you're bringing new pieces into the puzzle, does that help that those guys have someone that speaks the same language as them that they can pair with on the doubles court? I
do think, especially at the beginning, being freshmen, it helps the freshmen a lot because, they're more comfortable actually, speaking their native language. Not saying that's how it's going to stay, but for right now, I think it just was the best because, it just makes the freshmen a little more comfortable so they can play their best and not to worry about if they understand what's going on and that stuff. But so I think it was good stuff for the first tournament.
Also with an impressive showing on the men's side, Justin Milner, he's a veteran back for his junior year from Ithaca, and then freshman Jose Williamson III from Minneapolis. He made his debut over the weekend. The two of them pairing together got to the finals of their doubles draw, and I was watching them for a little bit, and boy, Jose Williamson hits the ball hard.
Yeah, he does hit the ball hard for a freshman. He's 6'5", so he's very tall. So he has a great serve and forehand. Definitely has a lot of talent, and I think will be doing really well this year. Justin also was good for us last year as well, and and he'll together that could be a good team.
Switching over to the women's side, the women didn't fare quite as well as the men, but you still had 5 players advance into the semifinal round of their singles draws. What did you see on the women's side of the tournament?
The women did well. I mean, Colgate and Niagara are definitely two of the better teams in the tournament, and we at least won our first round matches, which is what I thought we were going to do. So it was good. Especially Tina Stazek did a really good job playing a girl from Niagara. She was down 6-2, 5-1 and battled back and won that second set. Really forced, really battled. As a freshman, that's impressive to see that she was able to do that. And, I do think that, we have a lot of talent on the women's side for sure. It's just that we're still young and we're still really trying to get, work the pieces out and, do that. But it was good.
Yeah, getting contributions right now from 3 freshmen, 2 of which are at the top of your lineup. So, I think patience is key with the women right now. It's going to take some time for those freshmen to get adjusted to the college game, no doubt. I wonder if you might take your coach hat off for a second and put your tournament director hat on. If you look at the tournament as a whole, what was your takeaway? As I said, I personally thought it was a great event.
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, there's a lot of good tennis. Everybody really battled out there. It was obviously an uncharacteristically warm weekend for Buffalo at this time of the year, so it was really nice. We had great weather. The teams did well. There's not very many disputes. That was great too, so you don't have to really worry about that as a tournament director. So it was nice to be able to kind of run the tournament smoothly and get to watch good tennis, and and it said very well behaved student athletes is what you want to see on the court.
Coming out of the tournament, the women's team switches back over to dual match play for one match. You guys went to Roberts Wesleyan on Tuesday this week, dropped a 7-2 East Coast Conference match there. Again, a couple of freshmen at the top of your lineup. Christina Stasiak wins her singles match, and then Larissa Yuen and Giovanna Pascalin, also both freshmen, teaming together for the first time in doubles play. They win at the top of your doubles lineup. So what'd you see in the match?
Yeah, the first doubles team, it was very impressive. They did really well playing a match together. We just practiced one day, and I'm like, this is what we're doing. So they did a really good job of just stepping up and playing really well together. Second doubles did a good job. It was 8-6, so it was super close there. And, Tina had a great singles win. That girl played one last year for Roberts, and she beat her, pretty routinely. It was, I think it was 3-4. So, she, again, very impressive that she's been able to really bounce back after a hard loss in the tournament, coming back and being able to rebound back and win a singles match like that against a tough opponent is a good result for sure.
Yeah, Tina continues her strong play. In her semifinal match at the tournament, she pushed to 3 sets against a Division I opponent, correct?
Yeah, so that's like I said, so being able to do that and fighting back and being down, takes a lot out of you emotionally, and then have to rebound back a couple days later and play another tough match, and being able to win, that shows a lot of maturity for sure out of a freshman.
Looking forward to this weekend. You guys will take off today for the prestigious ITA East Regional Tournament. Taking 7 men, 6 women to this tournament, and it's being played at the Billie Jean King National Tennis Center. So I think probably a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for your student athletes to play at a venue such as that. So what are you expecting this weekend?
Yeah, so it's actually really exciting to play at the U.S. Open courts, where the U.S. Open just finished up 2 weeks ago. And being able to play on those same courts is, like I said, once in a lifetime. So it's a great experience for them. It's going to be a long weekend. There's a qualifying draw and a main draw, so all of our players are starting off in the qualifying singles draw. You have to do 2 matches into the main draw. I do expect some people to make the main draw, which will be exciting. This will be the best 56, I think, 54 players in this whole region would make that draw. So that's a pretty impressive thing if you can have some Damon representatives, in that main draw.
And the winners of this tournament move on to what?
Winners of the tournament move on to the Division II Nationals. So there's 8 regions within the U.S. for Division II, and the 8 regional winners move on to the Small College Nationals. And the winner of that tournament moves on gets a welcome into Division I Indoor Nationals in November. So it's a big deal, obviously, because if you win the tournament, you go on to nationals. It's really the only individual national tournament for Division II. Division I, Division III have individual nationals for themselves, but this is the only one for Division II. So
it's a big weekend for you and your team, and we wish you the best of luck. We will have all the tennis fans out there covered with information at DamonWildcats.com this weekend. We'll have a tournament preview with the listing of the draws going up before the end of the week, and a recap of all the action coming on the weekend. So, Coach, we wish you the best of luck down at the National Tennis Center, and we'll see you next week.